what I'm about to bring you is a horrific story of a landlord coercing a tenant into various sexual assaults, into various compromised positions because he could. Put up his picture full mass here. That landlord, his name is Alan Rothstein of Las Vegas. Alan compelled a homeless mother to sign a lease agreement requiring her to give him oral sex on demand for 5 years, barring her from eating certain food and from dating men that are physically bigger than him or men who owned guns. Understand, he put this in writing. He made her sign this agreement. As of today, Alan's realty site is no longer active. Reportedly, it was taken down as recently as yesterday. We got a screenshot of it, there it is. Yeah, the number is 702-353-6878 in case you're looking for property in the area. Alan would actually admit to having written up this ridiculous contract to the court. Any agreements or documents mentioned speak for themselves, he said. He said, yeah, I did it. Speaks for itself. There's more. Let's talk about the mother he exploited. This is a human being. Temporarily unsheltered does not devalue your life, does not eradicate your humanity. Candy Torres sued Alan Rothstein in April 2019 over this housing agreement, which she says she signed under protest because she was so desperate. That's called unequal bargaining. It's not legal. The legal complaint states that Rothstein compelled Torres to sign a stack of lease agreements, which included an illegal activity, which by the way makes it null and void, form and a direct consent for sexual intercourse and for other things form, after she refused to give him, well, another sexual favor. In August 2018, Ms. Torres was a homeless mother of 5, according to the lawsuit, when she was approved for a federal housing voucher from the Southern Nevada Regional Housing Authority. The voucher allowed her to rent a home from a private landlord, but she only had 90 days to find a place, and every landlord she contacted refused the voucher. Before this, she and her kids had been living week to week at a residential hotel. Let me pause here, because not only do you have this corrupt landlord, you also have a corrupt system. Something I've been fighting for years is to eliminate what we call income inequality. Meaning, these individuals will consider what kind of income. What we're saying on the advocacy side for tenants is that as long as the income is legal, it should not matter how it comes to the tenant. Because what landlords would do is what they did to this young lady. They will say, oh, you're on a voucher program. We don't want you here, right? And what does it create? What's the cause and effect relationship? Now she's desperate. She can be exploited. She's a mother with children. They gotta live somewhere. And who's there to exploit the bad situation created by policy and corruption? This evil SOB. In September 2018, she found Alan Rothstein's ad online and jumped at the chance to rent a 4-bedroom place that appeared she could actually afford. The then property manager and real estate broker let her move in and fix up the home so that the US Department of Housing and Urban Development would approve its voucher eligible residents. So she basically got them in compliance, okay? Let me show you the bizarre imagery from this real estate guy's site. You see this? Hard money is easy. Just ask Alan. Hi, I'm Alan. What? Rothstein also never mentioned the home was in default and subject to foreclosure when he offered this sex contract. He even allegedly charged Ms. Torres more than 3 times the $145 a month rent, harassed her for back rent, which she did not owe, and eventually tried to evict her. Now remember, she's prorated because of the voucher. He's still charging her money on top of the voucher and getting sexual favors through coercion, force, intimidation, manipulation. Rothstein's licenses have now been revoked, okay? And he's currently on federal trial for violating the Fair Housing Act, which he denies he did. He was also fined $94,000 after the Nevada Real Estate Division investigation found he listed a fake address for his brokerage firm and made repeated unwanted sexual advances toward Ms. Torres. We're going to continue to follow this case. I want to say this to Ms. Torres. What you have done is heroic. You standing up for yourself, standing up against a powerful, evil bully has saved others in the future. What you have done, madam, is to be applauded. Thank you. Dan, thoughts on this?
This man is a bully. This man is sick and disgusting, exploitative. More words than I can throw at it, but really we need to get the systemic issue here. The fact that this voucher program exists so that landlords can then decide, oh, I am going to discriminate against you and not allow you to get a house because I don't like that you're on the voucher program. I don't like that you're on Section 8 or any of these other programs that do exist out there that come short of what the real goal should be, which is a housing guarantee. Making sure that we don't have people who have to struggle to make ends meet or have to live on the street because we live in the richest country in the world that still decides that thousands and thousands of people can be unhoused in every city in the country. It is obscene, it is gross, and that is a systemic failure that you have an opening for weasels and scum like this human being landlord over here to be able to exploit people. It's disgusting and we need to change the system.
Got to change it. I encourage people to do some research about income discrimination, how it adversely impacts individuals like Ms. Torres. And let's try to get some movement happening in local communities around this country.